doesn't quite look the same as it did last time I was here.
Well, there's a lot more flowers and trees in bloom.
No, that's not what I mean. I was always wondering what my father's house would look like. But even in my wildest dreams, it was nothing like this.
It is beautiful. Maybe just a little ostentatious.
Oh, what's ostentatious about 18 bedrooms?
20.
Oh, well, you're right. 20 is ostentatious.
You nervous?
A little.
Don't be. Just be yourself.
Trying to figure out who that is. Staying under the Capwell roof. My father's roof. Am I still Greg Hughes?
Sweetheart, of course you are. And Greg Hughes is one terrific young man. Don't worry about being a Capwell. I told you, it's entirely up to you whether or not you decide to tell Cece he's your father. And you've got all summer to make up your minds.
Oh, what a machine. A great machine, isn't it?
Weren't you going a little fast on that thing?
I'm not even breathing hard.
Yeah, but the doctor said...
The doctor said 30 minutes, 4 miles an hour, so I'm doing 45 minutes, 6 miles an hour.
Why?
Aren't you glad that I'm making some progress?
Of course I'm glad. That's not the point.
What is the point? Look, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy one of those stair things that you walk up and down. It's supposed to even better than the treadmill.
For God's sake, you just had a heart attack. Can't you learn to slow down once in your life?
Will you stop it? I can handle everything. I'm not pushing too hard. In fact, I'm very grateful to you.
Why?
Because I have a tremendous amount of energy due to Rupert coming in and cooking for me.
Oh, yeah? I'm glad that's working out for you.
Yes, so leave me alone and everything's going to be fine, okay? So don't bother me.
I'm not bothering you, and that is the reason I came here. I didn't come here to lecture you. I came here to show you something very important that you are going to be interested in.
Really what?
All right.
Hey, there they are. It's good to have you two back.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Myers versus Newman.
That doesn't apply.
You haven't even looked at it.
Oh, but I know the decision.
Well, I happen to think it does apply. Newman's case is very similar to Scott's.
No, there are no similarities at all. They were both married, they had joint property, and they had 2 children.
All right. You don't have to get snippy about it.
I wasn't snippy.
Yes, you were. Very often when you think you're right, you get snippy.
I do not get snippy. Except for that.
Actually, it's kind of cute.
Hey, guys!
Oh, put those books away. We're here to liberate you.
If that's what just happened to you two, I want no part of it.
Oh, come on, dude. It's time to pod. Hey! Ow!
You wanted Neanderthals for your tutoring program, so
At least having a good time.
you ain't seen nothing yet.
South Pacific. South Pacific. You know, the guy, nothing. It's an old story. Don't do anything crazy.
Stay away from me. I mean it.
Just give us the baby.
This is my baby. You're all insane. I had this baby. She's mine.
Hollis.
Stay away from me. You're special. Don't you care about our child? Don't you care about me?
Yes, of course I do.
I know what you're going through, Hollis. I know what it's like to lose a baby.
Oh, come on, you guys. You wouldn't take any money, but remember, you promised you'd let me treat you to dinner for helping me get my bartender job.
She's taking us to Hawaii for dinner.
No, not quite. Now, come on. There's going to be a full moon tonight. In fact, a whole bunch of guys are building all these bonfires along the beach.
Good God, they won't have us for dinner.
They're celebrating the beginning of summer.
Oh, and there's so much to celebrate. Thousands of tourists descending on our beautiful city. Impossible parking, unbearable heat.
Is he always like this?
No. He's usually worse.
Come on, Mace. Come on, let's do it. It'll be fun.
Ted, the idea of parading around the beach with a bunch of hyper-hormonal teenagers shouting unintelligible phrases to each other is not my idea of fun. I saw a beach party movie one time. I have no desire to be one. Unless, of course, Annette I'd be persuaded to join us.
Mason, it is nothing like that.
Oh, it's exactly like that. That's what makes it fun.
Actually, I'm inclined to agree with Frankie here.
Oh, you know, I don't believe the two of you. You guys aren't even married yet, already acting like a couple of stick-in-the-muds.
Is that what we're like?
Are we that boring?
Yes.
Well, that's okay, Ted. That just means that there's more caviar and smoked salmon and asparagus tips and hearts of palm
Those
for
are
us.
the contents of that basket. You're not getting back out that door with it.
Maybe a picnic isn't such a bad idea after all.
Now, that's the spirit.
So come on, Mason. It'll be fun.
Well, actually, I would love to join you, but I was just on my way over to my father's to see how he's doing.
Oh, well, that's perfect.
You don't really want me to take part in this picnic, do you, Wanda?
Well, see, you have to stop by Belton's on the way back to the beach from your father's house. You can pick up the ice cream.
Do you think we could get the kind with peanut butter chunks in it?
No. Get the chocolate chip.
No, I like Rocky Road. I thought everybody likes Rocky Road.
No, that's got nuts. The nuts are sick in
The
there.
nuts
Get the
are
ones
nice.
with
They're
the
better
peanut
than
butter
the chips.
swirl.
Greg, I can't tell you how glad I am you're spending the summer with us. You're going to have a great time.
Should be an education anyway.
I think I better be going.
Oh, we didn't mean to interrupt anything.
You didn't. I have an appointment.
What was it you wanted to talk to me about?
Nothing that can't wait. I'll talk to you later. Very nice seeing you again, Greg.
So, tell me, how'd the exams go?
I felt like they went pretty well. I should find out what happened the week after next or so.
I'm sure you'll do great. Well, what's the matter? Am I sweating from the treadmill or something? What's up?
Sorry. I was just thinking you look really healthy for someone who just got out of the hospital.
Oh, well, I intend to stay that way.
You know, it's hard to believe you even had a heart attack.
Well, thanks only to you, too. You both hadn't stayed calm and collected and got me to the hospital. I might not be here right now.
No, we only did what anybody would have done.
Please. Not a time for modesty. This man hadn't known CPR. I might not be here at all. I might be dead. All my life to you, son. I won't forget it.
Listen, I think I'm going to go on out to the car and get my suitcase and do some unpacking. I'm sure you two can find something to talk about.
This is going to be a big summer for you, my boy.
There's no doubt about that in my mind.
Stay away. I don't want to hurt. I know you wouldn't hurt the baby. I know you well enough. You don't know me at all. I love this baby more than you could ever love her. I gave birth. You gave birth to another baby, Hollis. You had a beautiful baby girl. And she died. And I know what that's like because I thought Adriana was dead. I saw my baby and every baby I saw. And I wondered why I was being punished. Believe me, I know how much you're hurting. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. Just please give me a
No,
chance.
stay away. Stay away, please.
I thought you had an appointment.
Yes, I did. Right here with you.
Well, you won't mind if I unpack.
You might not want to unpack once you see what this is.
What now, Sophia?
Joe Hughes was killed in Vietnam 3 years before Greg was born.
Just how low are you willing to go to get information on me that is absolutely none of your business?
The integrity of my family, the safety of my family is my business. Who was the father of Greg?
Well, you didn't have a very good private detective, did you, if he couldn't come up with that answer for you?
No, he didn't, because you've gone to great lengths to hide it. You see, I really thought it was probably Cece. That's what you've been doing here, but it didn't make sense because Cece didn't recognize you when you came to town.
No, he didn't.
I have a right to know, Megan.
You have no right to know anything about my past. I didn't come here to hurt your family or Cece. Can't you just leave me alone?
No, it's not going to work that way. I'm going to keep digging and digging until I find out the answer. Now, while I'm doing all that digging, I might come up with some other things that you don't want me to know about.
You know, sometimes I wish you really had been dead. What did you say? That's what Cece told me in Paris, that his wife was dead.
talking about?
18 years ago, Cece thought you were dead. He met a young girl in Paris, and the two of them spent a beautiful, meaningful night together. It was so meaningful that he'd forgotten about it by the next morning.
So it was Cece.
That's right. And as far as I know, he doesn't remember a thing about it.
Well, I should really learn to trust my instincts. I knew when I first saw the two of you together that there was a history. Why wait so many years to come here to tell him?
Can't you leave anything alone?
If you wanted inheritance for Greg, if you wanted money, why 17 years?
Sophia, I don't want anything. I don't need Cece's money. And I've left it entirely up to Greg whether or not he decides to tell his father the truth.
You're actually saying that you have gone this far and you might not tell him?
I'm saying that is up to Greg. And if I know my son, he may decide that he doesn't want anything to do with the Capwells. So under the circumstances, I think it would be in your best interest for once in your life to keep your mouth shut.
I thought we'd put you in Mason's old room, if that's all right with you.
Fine.
It's right next to Ted's. It's got a great view. You just make yourself at home. Also told the groom to be ready and saddle up whatever horse you like to ride. Your mother told me you like riding.
I took lessons in prep school. You have an English saddle?
Take any one you want. I got loads. Also, if you want to try your hand at polo, we can arrange that, too, for the summer.
I'm being very generous. What kind of work would you like me to do?
Well, you don't have to work if you don't want to work. I mean, you're supposed to have fun during the summer. That's what it's all about. Of course, if you want a part-time job, I can get you a job at the hotel. Or the club. Excuse me. CC Capital. Oh, you want to hold on a minute? I've got those papers in the study. Yeah. Excuse me a second. I got to take a call.
Sure.
Right back.
Greg, I didn't know you were back.
I just got in a few minutes ago.
You gonna be here for the summer?
That seems to be the plan.
I hear Dad would like for you to stay right here in the house.
It looks that way.
Well, then I guess I should fill you in on the pitfalls of living in the Capwell household, hadn't I?
Should I sit down for this?
Yeah, you probably should.
Oh, okay.
First of all, I would avoid the dinner parties at all costs. They're usually a crashing bore, unless I'm there and drinking. Secondly, never contradict my father, even if you know he's wrong. It'll only lead to an argument. He never lets anyone win an argument. I don't know why I'm telling you this. None of this applies to you.
Why not?
Well, because Dad only expects those of us with the Capwell blood running through our veins to obey the house rules. Visitors can usually get away with whatever they want the first few months. You might actually end up having a good time.
I'm counting on it.
You know, I've sort of been commandeered into going on a picnic at the beach this evening. The beach is going to be crawling with parties, and while the appeal of a beach full of screaming, half-dressed teenagers escapes me, you might actually enjoy it.
Is that an invitation?
A convoluted one, but an invitation nonetheless. Would you like to come along?
Tell me about her. Tell me about your baby. This is my baby. No. Charisse was your baby. She must have been a beautiful baby. Yes. And she died. Did you get to see her? It was after a while. At first she cried, and it was just a little cry. She had this face like an angel. And so now she put her in my arms. She looked up at me. I know she saw me. She had this beautiful little face. I went to touch her hand. twin live. Couldn't believe it, son. And since they took her, they just took her away from me.
I understand.
No, you don't. Your baby, she's alive.
Alice, believe me, we do understand. But you have to give us back our baby. We all know the truth now.
I love you, baby. I love her more than...
I know. But she belongs to us.
It doesn't matter. Because I have her. She's my choice now. Stay away.
Alice. Alice, please.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. I didn't want to lose you.
You wouldn't have lost me, Alice.
Oh, no. It was the money. You would have left me without the money and the baby. She died me.
I know.
I needed this baby so much.
You don't want to hurt her, we know. So if you just give her to Eden, everything will be all right.
No, because then I'll go to prison. And the money will go away and you'll go away.
Rick is not going to desert you. He said that. You can have other babies. Dear God, I'm begging you. We'll do whatever we can to take care of you. But please, give me my baby. Thank you.
I met you while you were in New Hampshire.
Thank you.
That's not what I said on the phone.
CC,
Maybe you didn't hear me. I told you I loved you.
I heard you.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. I mean, that declaration deserves some kind of response.
I was very touched by what you said.
That's it?
For now.
Okay, what do you say we have dinner tonight? Talk about your trip.
I'm awfully tired. I think I'm still on East Coast time, and I did eat on the plane.
Well, not like you don't eat tonight. I got a new cook. Well, you taste the low cholesterol, low salt meals he fixes. I mean, we're talking culinary genius here. Also, I think we desperately need to discuss Greg's itinerary for the summer, and more important, I think I desperately need to have you with me tonight.
Now, how can I turn down an invitation like that?
You can't.
Wanda. Oh, hiya. You want to help me with this?
Oh, sometimes I even amaze myself.
You were off the Never Never Land.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking? This whole thing reminds me of the scene.
Don't start.
Okay?
Well, I was wondering where you guys had set up camp. Look who's decided to spend the summer in Santa Barbara.
Good, I'm glad. I hope you have a great time.
Oh, Ted and I will show you all around town. Oh, and there's a 40s film festival in July. I bet you've never seen some of those movies.
Are you going to be staying at the Capitals?
Yes, Cece's being really nice about it.
Dad's given Greg my old room, Ted. Right next door to yours.
Old knights of Rincon, we gather here to salute the gods of the sea, the great waves. May we take our thrusters this summer and ride the tube for the longest dream session of our lives. Today, we dub new knights of Rincon, Sir Straw of McGraw, Sir Thor,
Reminds me a little bit of my
Thruster
old
of
job.
Elsinore, and all the rest of you sirs. All right, knights, dudes, and chicks, time to
It's all over.
No. I'm so ashamed.
I understand. I know why you did what you did.
I loved you. I loved you so much.
No!
You can do that.
I'll bet I can, too. I'll also bet no one is ever going to see me do this.
Come on, Ted, let's dance.
You're on.
Hi.
Hi. You're back.
Yeah.
Almost didn't recognize you without your tux on.
Oh, well, you'll never see me in that again.
Ooh, you've got fever. Wanna dance?
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Michael,
Michael.
I didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I think I'm going to be tutoring some of these kids. I bet you get a lot done on a night like this. It is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like watching an old Gidget movie. It's kind of scary. Come on, you big kahuna.
You're
You dance with me tonight, baby.
See you later, Rudolph. Hi.
Hi, I'm back.
Yeah, I noticed.
You want to dance?
Sure. Why not?
You all right? Is she?
She's fine. I can't believe after all the nightmares and all the dreams that it's finally over.
I'm never gonna let you get away from us again, sweetie. Never.
I was so afraid that Hollis was
Don't
going
worry
to do
about
something
Hollis.
to her.
She's just a real sick lady, but she's not in a position to hurt us again.
Thank God it's over.
You want to sit?
Oh, there you are. Chris, you have to come with me.
What happened?
It's Hollis. She fell into the river.
Oh, my God.
And then Rick went in after her.
Okay, darling, why don't you take Adriana back to the hotel, and I'll get back as soon as I can.
Okay. It's all right, sweetie. Everything's going to be all right. So many people are going to be so happy to see you. So happy.
sorry. Stay away from me. I said, get away from me!
That was not it. Excuse me. Hello.
Daddy?
Eden, sweetheart. It's good to hear your voice.
Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry I haven't called.
It doesn't matter. You all right, honey?
I'm fine. Say hello to your granddaughter.
What? You found her? You found Adriana?
Yeah, she's here with me right now.
Oh, baby. It's the best news I've ever heard. Where was she?
Well, it's a really long story, and I promise to tell you everything when we get home.
What is that going to be? I can't wait to see her. When is that going to be?
So, Hollis admitted kidnapping the baby. And with the testimony of the doctor who pulled the birth certificate, there could be no question that Charisse is actually our daughter, Adriana.
So the baby is with her real mother now?
Yes, I thought that Eden should take her back to the hotel.
I am most sorry about your wife, Monsieur Castillo. I assume since you heard her confession, you will take no legal steps to retain custody of the baby.
You think there'll be a lot of red tape?
Leave that to me. I see you get all the proper papers so you can take your little girl home.
Well, thank you, Claude. I'd really appreciate that.
Perhaps one day I'll come to Santa Barbara and you'll show me around.
It would be my pleasure. I'll show you around. Rick, if there's any...
I just want to be alone, all right?
Absolutely. I'm gonna go on back to the hotel now. You wanna come along?
No, I'm gonna stay here for a minute. Tell Eden I'll be there later.
Okay.
Hey, Cruz. I'm sorry.
You must feel as if everything's been taken from you.
You don't know what I'm feeling.
Entering that second limbo contest, you should have been happy with the trophy that you won for the first one.
I think Wanda's right. Your somewhat unorthodox style doesn't lend itself to endurance.
Hey, I was doing just fine until that blonde bozo lowered the stick at the last minute.
Well, we're not as young as we used to be.
Ice cream will make us all feel better.
Oh, God. Vanilla.
I find a certain elegance in its simplicity.
Well, do you have any chocolate sauce?
Maybe it's got peanut butter and preserves that could jazz it up a little bit.
Get the peanut butter. The peanut butter.
Crackers, we need nuts. You don't even want nuts.
We don't need nuts, and that's what... Hey, excuse me.
Leah?
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad I found you. Where have you all been? I'm trying to get you for the last hour. It's Adriana. Evening cruise have her. She's fine. They're bringing her home.
Oh,
That's great.
Meg, listen, Megan. I got some news to share with you. Eden and Cruz, they found the baby. Adriana, they found him in Paris. They're finally coming home soon.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Come in, sit down. No wonder you're so happy.
Will you see this baby? Will you see the baby's the spitting image of the mother?
Oh, God, I know. I can see why you're so baby. Just don't think you ought to come down.
Don't, doctors. Don't worry about doctors. Don't tell me to take it easy because it's not going to happen. We are going to have a party you will not believe, and we're going to have a perfect opportunity at Mason and Julia's wedding. We have something to celebrate for the first time in ages. We all have something to celebrate. And you are one by my side.
Everybody thinks I married her for her money.
Did you?
Yeah. Which is why I don't understand.
What?
Why it hurts so damn much.
Maybe you really cared about her.
Maybe I loved her.
Did you?
Rick Castillo never loved anybody but himself. I'm surprised you haven't heard that yet. Could always make everybody else feel it, but never really felt much himself.
Until now. She loved you.
You know, as much as I've tried to convince myself that it was the money, Hollis and the baby somehow... I finally felt as if I belonged. I mean, we have a home. We had a home. A place where I was needed. I was wanted.
Why don't I make us some tea?
I want a drink. Everything about this house reminds me about Hollis. She had impeccable taste. Coming from that money, what would you expect, huh? She had all the advantages anybody would ever want. Except for one, her family never loved her. That's one thing we had in common.
Rick, if you would just talk to Cruz.
Cruz doesn't care about me. He never did. Hollis loved me. What did I give her in return? Looked at every beautiful woman that ever went by. And a lot more than look. I don't know. Maybe I made her happy. She used to look at me, you know, she smiled sometimes. As if to tell me that she had everything she ever wanted. And that somehow I was responsible. Seems funny, doesn't it? Me, Rick Castillo. Anything more than just a total bastard.
Your daddy's gonna be here real soon. You know, not one day has gone by when I didn't think about you. And you're even more beautiful than you were the first few days we were together. Pretty soon you'll know that we weren't even apart. And one day, when I tell you what happened, you won't believe me. You're gonna think it's just some ridiculous fairy tale.
God, I feel like I've been waiting for this moment my whole life.
You promised you'd get her back. And you did.
We both did. We both did. We both did. You know, darling, in this family, there's a tradition. It's called the family hug. I think we're long overdue.
I'm Tom Brokaw. Some of our concerns about health care in America are becoming matters of life and death. Watch NBC Nightly News for an unprecedented month-long look at America's vital signs.
And tomorrow night, it's no pain, no gain as Claire and Cliff Huxtable fight fat on The Cosby Show. Then Dwayne's in love until he finds out who the girl's father is on A Different World. And lift your spirits with Cheers and the latest Bar Wars with Gary's Tavern, followed by Dear John, tomorrow night on NBC.